Back this week is Ken Brown. We're the host of the local sports wrap-up here on Wyandott's Cable, Wyandott's Connects, Cable 15, Channel 15. Ken, Seattle, weekend, football. How was it?
Man. Football, right? No, it was great, man. We got Seattle out the way, so had the opportunity to see the Wolverines lose to Washington.
That game was, let me refresh my memory there. They were competed for a couple quarters, didn't they?
Yeah, at least into the third quarter. I know they got down 14-0, and then they changed quarterbacks, right? So they put the seventh-year senior in, Tuttle.
They have one of those?
Yeah, Tuttle.
Okay.
I guess he's in his sixth or seventh year, and he turned it around. I remember I had got down to pretty low on the stadium floor until number 15 from Michigan got an interception, and they made me leave because I was making a little too much noise. But no, it was good, man. I love that opportunity to get away. It's just a chance for us to refresh and pretend we're in college. So.
Did they say, sir, you're in Seattle, you can't act that way?
No, they said, can I see your tickets? Can I see your tickets? Because you're the only Michigan fan around here.
That's right. And then they said, then their fans, it was such a big deal to beat us, they stormed the field.
Yeah, and they let us go on the field. It was dope. Yeah, it was sweet. Nah, it was crazy. Yeah, it was fun, man.
That sounds like a blast. And then the next day.
Seahawks and the Giants. The Giants actually last played the kick to tie it up. The Giants block it, take it back for a touchdown, get 29. Yeah. So it was good, man.
29 full. And that not only that knocked our lone last survivor of the suicide pool out of the game.
Because you would have thought that Seattle would win.
You're going to come from New York, travel all the way across the country on a terrible Giants team, and then the up-down theory where Seattle had just gotten beaten by Detroit, so they were down. So that's their turn to go up. Yeah. And son of a gun, I think there's 5 people left out of 1,000 people this week.
Wow!
I didn't even look. I didn't even double check.
No, it's been an interesting year. I know I had read where most teams that were underdogs by 7 points have won this year than any other year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the parity in the NFL.
There it is.
Meanwhile, our Lions are rolling.
And they
and
took
you're displaying that hat proudly.
I'm
so proud of you.
Yeah, you gotta. That's number one rule. You know, once you lose, take a loss, you gotta put your hat on, put some paraphernalia on, let them know you're still out here. So, Cowboys did take it on the chin.
Yes, they did. Let's talk football since we have the local Downriver League results last week. I do know that I did the game for the Wyandotte Bears, and they lost 35-0. And after 35, the game goes into running clock.
Okay.
So that was the quick last 10 minutes.
Oh, so they went into the fourth quarter to get 35?
Yes.
Okay. That was nice of them.
And, you know, our team has ability. Our team, again, 67 guys against 30. And our team has ability to move the ball. But then once something bad happens, you know, Allen Park scores a touchdown. We keep them out of the way for a while, and then it takes them a while to finally score. And then they kick off, and the same kid that fumbled last week fumbles this week, and they get the ball on like the 14-yard line. Now it's 14-0, and you see it. After halftime, they came back and competed better, but the rest of that first half, they were like droopy shoulders. Here we go again.
Yeah.
But the second half, they competed well. I give Coach credit for firing them up.
Okay.
But anyway, the rest of the scores there were...
yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, Taylor, still undefeated. I mean, they haven't won yet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so they lose to Edsel Ford 30, what was that, 26-22?
Edsel Ford, second victory. They beat us.
They beat Wyandotte, now they beat Taylor.
Carlson went in and took care of Woodhaven.
And I seen Woodhaven lost 2 weeks in a row. Must be something going on over there.
Yeah, Trenton went in there, beat them, and then Trenton hosted Allen Park for homecoming, and they 13-6. At one point, it was 7-6. I do know that.
That's a good game right there, 13-6.
And then Lincoln Park got out on the chin for Southgate. And I think we got Southgate next week, and the last game of the year, we're going to have Taylor. Is that how it works?
Yeah, it's gonna. Allen Park's gonna play Carlson. Woodhaven will play Lincoln Park. Southgate will play Etzel Ford. Taylor will play
We're
Wyandotte.
playing Taylor this week.
And then Trenton's gonna play Chelsea. Chelsea's good, man. They really are. So we'll see a lot from that game. Allen Park's 6-1 right now. It looks like Carlson will be 5-1. Trenton's 5-2. Southgate 4-2. Lincoln Park and 3-2. Woodhaven 3-3. We haven't seen that in a while.
Oh, not in a long time.
Then, like you said, that's a 4. It's 2-4.
And then you've got the two teams without a victory, Wyandotte and Taylor playing this week. Somebody's going home happy.
Yes.
And I hope it's our Bears.
Yeah.
I really do.
No, I think that, like you said, with them competing hard at the end of the game last week, hopefully that'll translate. And you said they're doing a dual quarterback deal, so they got a.
Well, they've been playing the 10th grader more than the 11th grader. I think he's an 11th grader. He's got a pretty good arm. He made some good completions. They got a couple of really tall receivers that can go up and get it. So that they play that a lot. I'm not a football coach. I just sometimes I'm not going to second guess our coach. Just saying that.
Yeah.
But I think when you get it down in there, you got to have a go-to play, something that's going to work. And I don't think they have found that yet. I wish them the best. I know that there's a lot more kids registered for 9th grade football, and 7th and 8th grade, the Wyandotte, are they the Indians?
Yeah, they're
they've got numbers
okay.
coming into this, but you got to keep them. You know, when they get to 9th grade, that school of choice thing hits, and some of the parents will be like, "Oh, you're going to go to Allen Park now because Wyandotte not very good." Which, if your kid gets on the team, maybe they'll be better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you believe in your kid, then let him turn the thing around.
Yeah. Plus, it's the tradition. Like, I don't know. Like, that school of choice to me hurts. It hurts a lot. I've seen it crush the community I grew up in because people aren't going to those schools. You know, they're going elsewhere to go to school where they didn't have a choice when we were going to school.
No,
you had to go where you went.
I went to Lincoln Park because I grew up there.
Yeah.
There wasn't, even when Wyandotte won the Class A state title, the goalie was from Lincoln Park.
I got you.
You know, so recruited or not, he went to, and I'll say it now, my whatchamacallit, the bowler I'm getting, she lives in Lincoln Park, but she goes to Wyandotte schools.
Yeah.
So she's an 8th grader right now at Wilson.
Okay.
And she'll be coming, well, no, now she's a 9th grader because I'm getting her this year.
This year, all right.
But she went through the whole system in Wyandotte, so I guess you can choose.
Yeah. No, that's good. Look forward to it. No, yeah, it's going to be a big week. Hopefully Wyandotte can take it out on Taylor, man. Take all those frustrations of the whole year out on Taylor on Friday.
I hope so. I believe it's an away game. And then we'll have the last game of the year against Southgate, who will be battling to get into the playoffs, I'm sure, because they're 4-2 right now.
Sure.
Yeah, so they'll be battling.
That's right.
So
And they got Etzel Ford, who only has 2 wins, so they should be pretty. This week they play Etzel Ford.
Yeah, they're going to roll.
Yeah, they should be in.
Should roll. Okay, so we get regional starting, but the last downriver invite cross country, we got the Allen Park boys and the Trenton girls won the team titles at the Downriver All-Area Cross Country Invitational when they ran through Young Patriots Park. Trenton's Marissa Chewy was the leader in the girls' individuals, and on the boys' side, sophomore Jacob Ferdubinski. Good Polak there.
Yeah, hey, and he posted the fastest time, right?
He should. He had to be faster than the girls.
And the cool thing about this event is the top 25 kids are named all area. So if you just come in the top 25 in this event, then you become all area, all downriver.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Chewy set a new best mark on Sunday with a final time. She had 19:49, and she was a whole minute ahead of the runner-up. So this girl's flying.
Yeah.
Because a minute, that's a long time. Adriana Zub from Allen Park was second.
Okay. The senior was one of the 5 Trenton runners to place inside the top 25, so we talked about it. that Trenton had 5 of those kids that
Oh,
were
man.
technically all area because they were inside of the top 25.
That would kind of explain how they won the team championship.
That's right. The Trojans finished with 49 points, and then they narrowly beat Gibraltar, who had 54. Gibraltar Carlson, who had 54.
Roosevelt,
4th place.
4th place?
Yeah, they came in 4th, so they were behind Trenton.
Grosse-Ile.
And Grosse-Ile. Yeah.
Carlson. Yeah.
And Carlson,
88 points, so they were basically 54 out of second. No, they were 34 out of second. So it's just like we figured out if you finish first, it's 1 point.
Yeah.
And lowest total wins. So you
That's
get 5 people in the top 25.
You got a good chance.
Got a
right?
good chance. Yeah. Carlson saw its top 5 scoring runners, 3 which are freshmen, finished no worse than 19th. That's pretty darn good. And the 4th place overall was Giada Ferrito, and she was 4th. Pretty good stuff.
I think that the most interesting thing about that is they got all those freshmen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're going to be good for times to come.
For a long time.
Anyway, for hometown team, Roosevelt, Mercedes
Denzel.
Okay.
I coached a Denzel in hockey.
Okay. She set a new personal record and also a team best of 21-27, which was good for 7th place.
That's good. And then her junior teammate, Lorelli Harris, 11th. So we had 2 right in there, 18 points.
Right, and both of those made
all area.
All area.
Very nice.
Yeah.
They were the only 2, but then you think we got 2 that make 18, and we had 88 points.
70 for the other 3, right?
Yeah, which that's really not a lot if they were 26, 20. They'd have to be just outside the top 25. So maybe next year, who knows? The boys, on the other end, everyone found themselves chasing Allen Park. They, along with Woodhaven, were the only schools to have its top 5 runners with all area. The Jags finished well ahead of runner-up Grosse-Ile, and 3rd place Woodhaven, 99.
Yeah, and that kid was young too. That was the Jacob. He was the freshman too, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, the guy that won it all. I think cross country is probably an interesting sport. You get a scenic route of everything, and you run through the woods, and you run almost a couple miles. So it's a challenging deal, man.
It's like a 5K from what I understand, or whatever. It's 20 minutes to win it for the women. So they're probably running 6-minute miles, don't you think?
Yeah.
Somewhere in 6
now,
or 7.
now the boys are going a little faster.
Yeah,
Says Roosevelt and Trenton each had a pair of top 25 finishers on Saturday, including sophomore Noel Amari with 17:37. For Roosevelt was one of the top performers overall, finishing only behind Jacob Ferbuski and Carbajo. Junior Cameron Parsons, 1848, joined Amari in earning all area honors. So got 2.
Got 2 on the girls' side and 2 on the boys' side. They got their all areas. Yeah. So congratulations to them.
Yeah, they got something to look forward to. You know, got those kids young and they're running through the woods. Got great pictures. Yeah.
And I hope they're doing other stuff too. Maybe they're just track kids, but who knows?
Yeah, I know that when we played basketball, if you didn't play football, you had to run cross country. It wasn't, the coach wants you to do something that you're going to keep yourself active, through the
Interesting
seasons.
factoid about the homecoming game at Roosevelt was that normally there's football players in the court, and they don't go to the locker room. They got to stand in their uniforms all dirty and muddy.
Sure.
They got to walk the girls down the middle. No football players in the court.
Wow.
I found that very interesting. I don't know why, because I've been to the homecoming game enough times with my son being in the band.
Sure.
And my daughter being in the side court one time.
Right.
But yeah, not a single football player in the mix there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I think that part of that has to be that when you were going to the games, there were 60 kids playing football. And now there's 30, so those extra 30 kids that would technically be in the
You don't think
homecoming
coach
court.
would say you don't get to do that? Coach would never say that, right?
Not at all. Yeah.
Boys tennis, we got regional finals. We're not regional, we were regional qualifiers.
Oh, yeah?
State qualifiers. In order to qualify for the state championships next weekend, teams must place within the top 3 of the final standings or tally at least 18 points. In a bracket draw of 16, 10 points if a draw of 8 teams. Interesting little factoid there.
Yeah.
Additionally, those placed first or second in both the number 1 singles or number 1 doubles flights, and they're not already part of a team that wins, they get in.
Okay. So that's how you get your better singles teams in and your better doubles teams in. Just in case they don't have a strong team, they still have an opportunity to qualify as individuals.
Correct, which I think is fair.
I think so, too. Grosse Ile picked up points in 7 of the 8 flights on Wednesday, making the championship match in 4 of those 7.
Wow, pretty strong. And then Trenton, on the other hand, locally in Division II, downriver heavy favor of teams hosted by Allen Park. Unfortunately, a pair of Oakland County schools showed out, Birmingham Groves and Birmingham Seaholm, and they finished with the tops of the standings with 28 points.
Yeah, it's almost not fair.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, it's almost not fair.
Can't imagine their facilities out there. But
Beautiful.
you know what? Trenton's got a great facility too.
Yeah.
And I've looked at our facility outside the football field there, and it's, they've repaved that thing and everything. It looks good.
Yeah. Now, I'll just tell you the truth. Annually, we play the orange and white. Which one was it? The second one, Grove, not Groves, but the other one. In softball, and their facility. Seaholm. Their facility is top notch. Like, even the science room is ridiculous. Like, our kids are going in there like, did you see the science room? So no, it's a lot different. It's a little different, you know?
I
And
can
it's
imagine.
a public school. Yeah. 2 singles competitors from Trenton. Sam Bono was number 2 and Jack Skinner number 4. Each made it to the semifinals before losing to Seaholm counterparts, who later went on to win the regional titles. The loss for Bono in particular was just his 3rd loss in 24 matches.
Wow.
Wow.
I'll be darned. Does that mean he still got in, though?
Yeah, he got in.
He got in?
He's in.
Because the losers get in, too? All right, so up next, the D2 finals will take place the 18th and 19th at Kalamazoo College and Western Michigan University.
Okay.
Very nice. While the D4 finals will be held at the Greater Midland Tennis Center as well as Midland High School, and they are going to run on the 21st and 22nd of October.
So that's this Friday and Saturday, and then Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
They'll have those
That's
events. Yeah.
If they would have it during the week.
They got to hurry up and squeeze it in before it gets too cold.
Yeah, but it's probably an indoor facility.
You think so? No.
Probably.
I bet you tennis is outside.
I got one quick thing about volleyball. We've been talking that their regionals are going to start, but we had the last part of the Downriver League is finishing up. And Trenton and Brownstown Woodhaven were battling. Trenton went in and undefeated Woodhaven. Trenton went in there and beat them. Walked in there and beat them 25-22, 25-21, and then 25-12, which just tells me that Woodhaven was like,
Tired. Yeah, they gave up.
battle your butt off for 2 sets.
And then what can I do, right? Yeah.
And, Trenton was the league champs last year and beat Woodhaven on the last night of the season. And now they walked in there and they beat them again. So I don't know how much volleyball's left, but that seems to be the top 2 teams that are going to be competing for our Downriver League championship.
No, those are 2 viable players in volleyball.
So then we get to girls golf. 4 teams, 3 individuals qualify for the state finals from Downriver. The postseason got underway last weekend. Among the dozen schools represented was Brownstown Woodhaven, and they picked up a third-team regional title in as many seasons.
3 in a row.
3 for 3. Three-peat, as I think the Lakers coined that phrase.
That's right. They were actually led by regional champ Adeline Rushlow. The Warriors turned in a team score of 366. Well ahead of Cass Tech at 396 and Royal Oak 397, both of whom will head to the state finals.
Very cool. It says here all 5 of their golfers and for Woodhaven placed inside the top 15. That's pretty impressive stuff. Rushlow with a 7 over 78. I'd love to shoot a 7 over 78.
That's it.
As long as it ain't like Southgate par 3.
Right.
Yeah, I could do it there.
Yeah,
It wouldn't
right.
be 7 over though. 78 would be a lot more over than that. Good for that. Good for her.
No, she could play, and that led all 42 golfers. Joining Rushlow as part of the team scoring for the Warriors were fellow top 10 finishers Haley Swain, who had a 95, and sophomore Katie Carlson, who had a 96. Then they had senior Gabrielle Stanley with a 97.
So everybody broke 100.
Yeah.
That's pretty good stuff. Joining Woodhaven in the D1 finals field next week will be a familiar face, Dearborn High's Calissa Post, who was the top individual qualifier from Tuesday.
Oh, she got down, huh? Just
She
by
must be a
herself.
good player there. It looks like she shot 83. My printing's not so good here. Does that look right?
Yep.
She shot an 83. And prior to post-state qualifying efforts in 2023, Dearborn had not been represented since 2018. So she's the new hope.
Yeah, and she's only a sophomore.
Yeah.
She's got a couple more years, yeah.
Absolutely. Division 2, what's it say there?
Dearborn, Divine Child, Gibraltar Carlson, and Allen Park will all be heading to the D2 state finals next weekend.
That's pretty cool. That's 3 downriver teams. That's pretty cool. Divine Child, 397. Runner-up Carlson, 400. And Allen Park, third place, 404.
You think it's 4 kids in that, or is it 5?
It
Because
has
4 of them
to
mean
be
they're all
4.
shooting 80, right?
Yeah, they're not all shooting 80s.
So, yeah, well, pretty close. Well, 100, I guess, huh? Yeah, it's 100. It's 4 kids. They're shooting 397 and 400, so
Yeah.
they're shooting about 100.
Because like it says here in a little quickie here, Divine Child, they had an 86 and a 91, but they also had a 112 and a 108.
Got you.
So that gave them 397, which just snuck in. 112, more my style, 108. Now, I can keep it under 100 most days.
No, that's good. Carlson, meanwhile, finds itself in a familiar spot after qualifying for the state finals for the 5th consecutive season.
5th consecutive season.
The Marauders on Monday were arguably the most consistent team, top to bottom, all 5 of their golfers. It was 5 of them, so it is an 80.
I think they
placed
take the best
inside
4
the
scores. Though.
Top 21. Okay, that
You
makes
get
sense.
to play 5, you throw 1 out,
okay.
which is pretty good.
Leading the way for Carlson was number 1 golfer, Madeline Peterson. She shot a 97, who finished tied with 2 other local golfers, Allen Park's Anna Bagdonas and New Boston Huron's Brooke Burke.
We've mentioned Brooke Burke before.
Yeah, she can go. Fellow classmate Ella Atchison finished 1 stroke back of the 3-way bunch.
Okay.
So they were all neck and neck right there.
In Allen Park, it says first time represented at the team finals since 2019.
Okay.
That's some good stuff there.
No, that's
so
good.
that usually they'll get an individual maybe in there, but to get the whole team, that's good. That's what that says, right?
Yep.
I can barely read mine.
No,
so.
you're good. Like Carlson, the Jags got a strong showing for their entire core all day. That included aforementioned freshman Anna Bagdonas with a 97.
Okay.
Making her 4th. So the freshman was 4th.
And then we got Brooke Burke will be making a return, claiming an individual regional title as a sophomore in 2023. Meanwhile, an 8th place finish from freshman Delaney Gadzecki '99 marks the first time Riverview will be at the finals since Megan Rogers qualified in 2022. And then Roosevelt
459 as a team, right?
as a team.
Yeah. And then Trenton shot 470. But Roosevelt got a good effort from sophomore Megan Murray.
Megan Murray is the bowler that made it to the state finals on my bowling team.
Nice. Look at Megan.
Look at Megan go.
She finished one stroke back of Riverview's Garzazeki in 9th place.
Right, so she was shot 100, and if she shoots 98, she's in. And, you know, over 18 holes, you can find 2 shots. You just
Yeah.
missed a short putt.
Yeah.
Or, you know, clunk one or whatever. But I want to say Meg, pretty good stuff because she was a freshman last year and made it to the state finals and finished middle of the pack.
Yeah.
And now look at her go here, second year golfing. It might be her first year really on the golf team because I thought she might have played volleyball instead last year. I recall her saying something about that. But way to go, Meg.
Hey, so up next for them.
Can't wait to get you back on the bowling lanes.
So up next this weekend on the 18th and 19th, they're going to actually play in my old stomping grounds. They're going to go up to Big Rapids.
Big
and
Rapids.
Play. Yeah, Big Rapids, Michigan, at Ferris State University. And they'll play at Khaki Golf Course. And D2 finals will take place at Grand Valley. But the D1 finals will be at Ferris.
The Meadows.
Yeah,
It's a nice track.
that'll be fun.
Anyway, as we get close to wrapping up, Tigers, good run, huh? It pained me to see that grand slam. It pained me to see it. It really did. After we finally snuck a run in, you know, and then he didn't want to hit. He didn't want to hit. Who did he hit? Bases loaded.
Ramirez.
Yeah, he didn't want to
Yeah.
hit Ramirez. He just wanted to back him up a little bit.
But that tied it. I give the manager, I know he came from Houston, I can't think of his name, but I thought he did a great job. And you got to go with the Hoss. Like, he could have took him out, but he couldn't take him out, right?
No.
You know?
No.
But they should have really won the night when they were here. And they went up 4-3
I know.
in the 8th or whatever, and then the other team came back and scored.
You get the guy 2 strikes, and you got to bounce the ball up there. I'm sorry. He got back to 2-2, but then they gave him one he could hit. And that drives me nuts but, you know, you throw your best pitch, they don't always hit it out. They only get 3 hits out of 10.
Yeah.
If that.
Man,
Right?
I thought that number 29, the ace, was phenomenal all season. So, Scheiser, what's his name?
Skubal? Tarek
Skubal.
Yeah.
Skubal. Yeah, I thought he was great all year, so he deserved the opportunity to win it. So.
All right, as we wrap up, I'm Marty. That's Ken. I called Joel Ken last week. Habit. It's habit.
That's a buddy.
We're your hosts. We will see you next week with more results on the regional golf and more results as volleyball's starting to get their pre-districts going, and we'll see what we got in football. Hopefully the Bears, we can be talking about a happy Bears victory.
That's right.
I think you take the over in that game, though. Just saying. I'm Marty. That's Ken. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Go Bears.